Hey y'all, good evening, evening. How's everybody doing? Hey, listen, it's me again. Dr. Tam is in the space, in this place. Hey, listen, if you are new to this space, I am Dr. Tam. I am your empowerment coach, and I'm dropping in here this evening with another hot one for you. Adding another hot one, dropping some gems, giving you a little something that's going to help you to overcome some of those fears. So I want to share with you really quickly. I'm just going to jump right on into it because it's late and I know that there's other things that still need to be done. But I definitely wanted to share this with you. Hope that all is doing well this evening. Hey, listen, I remember a few years back. Tell you really, really quick story. And then we're going to jump right on into it. I remember a few years back, I had actually applied for a position. It was an admin position in another city, right? And this was actually around about the time of COVID. And so when I applied for the position, oh, my little heart was just set on it, y'all. I really wanted this position. And I don't know what it was. Well, yes, I do. I was about to say I don't know what it was, but I do know exactly what it was. But the actual day of the interview, I remember sitting at the table because it was on Zoom. I remember sitting there at the table and just all of a sudden, like I just started sweating. I started sweating. Y'all, my hands start shaking. Now, here's the thing. The same position that I was applying for, I was actually already in that role. It was just in a different city. It was in a different city. It was in a new school district because at this time I was actually in the school district. Hey, Cha Cha, come on in here. And so I really wanted this position, right? I wanted to get this job and I wanted to get away. I wanted to move away. I wanted to start over, all the things, right? But fear, fear came over me. And let me tell you, when I was shaking, I was sweating, and I was like, this is not good. And I know those people on it, I know that they had to see like just how nervous I was. I'm pretty sure my voice was shaky. I'm stumbling over my words like I had never done this before, like I was brand new, and I wasn't. I had actually been doing this for quite some time, like a number of years. But it was fear that took over. Do anybody out there know what I'm talking about? Have you ever been in a situation where you have literally been almost like paralyzed? You couldn't speak. Like all of a sudden you had dry mouth and you stumbling over your words and you getting all shaky and nervous. It's because fear. Y'all, this is a real thing. This is a real thing. And yes, there's all kind of fears, right? There's like some people have fear speaking in public. You maybe have a fear of, people have fear of birds. Like there's all kind of fears of the unknown, fear of failure. There's all kinds of fears, right? It's a real thing. It is a very natural human emotion. But let me tell you something. Let me share this with you. When it gets to the point to where literally you are almost paralyzed, you can't move, you can't speak, that's not good. That's not good. Your little heart may be palpitating and you just like you're stumbling, you're getting all nervous and shaky. Yeah, that's not good. Does anybody understand? Or have you ever had that experience where fear has literally taken over? It's almost like you weren't even there. It's like a whole nother person all of a sudden comes up and you don't even like, it's your body and stuff, but it's not your words. The way you responding, how you are acting, like none of that is you, because fear has actually crept in and fear has taken over. Oh yeah, it's a very real thing. It is a very real thing. It's very natural. So there's the healthy fears. Say for example, if you're like outside, like at a campfire or something like that, right? The healthy fear may be that you don't want to get too close to the fire. Well, why? Because you don't want to get burned, right? So you're going to keep your distance. You have that fear of getting too close because you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to get hurt. That's a healthy fear. Okay. It may not be like super high, but there's still some fear there. And you're going to still act normal. You just know your boundaries. You know you're not going to get too close to that fire. Okay. Especially if you're rocking the synthetic. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. My sisters know what I'm talking about. Okay. You don't want to get too close to them flames. You don't want to get too close to them flames. That is a healthy fear. On the other hand, when you all shaky and you can't speak, that's not good. That is not good. But I want to share with you today that do you also realize that that is the thing that is keeping a lot of us from getting to that next level? It's keeping us from elevating. It's keeping us from getting to and from doing what it is that we know we're supposed to be doing. It's keeping us from pursuing our purpose. It's fear is actually has us in bondage. We don't want to be in bondage. We don't want to be in bondage. You're stuck in a place right now, knowing that there's more that you want to do, but you're stuck in a place right now because fear literally have you like this, like by the grips, like where you can't move. Okay. That they just posted this new job position. You looking at what they're asking for, the qualifications and everything, and you like, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. You got it, right? You know you can do that job. But then you like, well, wait a minute now. What if I don't, I mean, what if I don't say the right words in the interview? Or what if they ask me something that I don't know how to do? Like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. See, all of a sudden, you haven't even gotten to the interview yet. You you haven't even filled out the application. You haven't even applied for the position. And already you have made up this story in your mind that you are going to fail. You have no idea what it's going to look like, what they're going to say, what they're going to ask you. You have no idea. So then there's the fear of the unknown. So now you have the fear of the unknown and you have the fear of failing, that it both keeping you from actually going from that job, that position that you want. And that position, that new job, that new thing that you want to elevate to, you know that that's going to help you. Not only are you going to be able to make more money, you're going to be actually able to spend more time with your family, do the things with your family that you want to do. You're going to have a little bit more flexibility in your schedule. You may actually be able to return to school now. So now you can go back and you can pursue that degree that you always wanted. You have all of these things that could actually happen if only you overcome that fear. And you afraid of something that you don't even know it's real. You don't made up in your mind, you don't made this whole story. Oh, they gonna ask me this and I'm not gonna know how to answer. Or you've made up this whole scenario and you done played out the whole thing in your mind. You done played it out and you have counted yourself out before you even gave yourself the chance. And all because of fear. Fear actually keeps us from doing what it is that we know we want to do. It keeps us from doing what it is that we know that we're actually supposed to be doing. So I ask you today, what exactly is it that you are afraid of? And we all have fears. That's fine. But what are you afraid of? What's keeping you from moving forward? If that's you, I want to share a couple of things with you today. I want to share a couple of things with you before I have to jump off of here of how we can actually start overcoming that fear. Number one, adopt a growth mindset. Okay, so say for example, you do go for the job, right? You apply for it, they call you in for an interview, you go in to interview for the position, right? And you actually do well. But then they later come back and say, you know what? You did well. However, we're going to go with the other candidate instead. And so now you're like, oh, okay. Well, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. So if you don't mind me asking, is there something that I can work on so that the next time an opportunity like this comes up, I will be ready? Now you have adopted a growth mindset, growth over defeat, growth over defeat. It can be one or two things. Either you can get caught up in your feelings, you can start speaking negatively about yourself because you did not get it. You can come down on yourself. Oh, I knew I wasn't going to get it. Why did I even do that to myself? You can take that road or you can take the high road, which is the growth mindset. And you start looking at that loss and learning from it. So turn that loss into a learn. Ask them, well, what is it that I could do to better my chances the next time an opportunity like this comes up? That's number one, adopting a growth mindset. It's not a loss. It's not a loss. Every time we come up against failures or when we come and try to overcome these fears, if it doesn't go our way, consider that as a learning opportunity. I want you to take that opportunity and turn it around. It's like, you know what? I'm going to learn something from this. This is not a total loss. There is, I believe it's Proverbs 10 and 24. It talks about that the ungodly, the unrighteous, when they think about things, okay, when they focus on things, the negativity, the fear, that's going to actually be fulfilled. Whereas the godly who focuses on hope, that will be granted. Both of them are going to have an outcome, but you actually get the choice of which outcome do you want to be. So do you want to focus on fear because it's going to be granted? Or do you want to hope, or do you want to focus on the hope, something hopeful, and that be granted? Both of them are going to happen. It's one or two ways you can look at it. It's one or two things you can do. You can either be defeated and stay in that place of fear, or you can actually consider it a learning opportunity and be hopeful about it. So that's number one, adopting a growth mindset. Turn the situation around. Turn the situation around into your favor where it actually works for you. It may not work right now in this moment. However, the next time it comes around, you got it. It's a done deal. You got it. But it's going to start right here. You have to adopt a growth mindset. Number two, second thing I want you to do, I want you to start reframing the fear. Reframe that fear. So instead of telling yourself, "Oh, I can't do this," reframe it. I can do this. This is where our daily affirmations are going to come in. This is where you are going to have to speak over yourself. You are going to have to give life to yourself, reminding yourself of who you are. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am bold. I am strong. I am courageous. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Those daily affirmations, that's what's going to build your strength and your confidence in yourself. So reframe that fear. No longer is it fear. We're going to turn that fear into hope. Okay? So reframe the fear. Start speaking positively over yourself, speaking positively over that situation. I want y'all to hold on to this. Okay? Reframing your mind, speaking over yourself. That's going to be number two. And then number three, y'all, I'm going to say this probably on every single one of them because this right here, I'm telling you, it is a game changer. When you get in the right circles, when you are in the right community, when you are around the right people, that within itself is a game changer. When you have people around you who are actually affirming you, Like, you know what? You did a really, really good job. You know what? I'm proud of you. At least you did actually interview for the position. You applied for it, you prepared for it, and you interviewed for the position. I'm very proud of you. When you have people around you who can speak like that into you, that's a game changer. That is a game changer. Those people who are constantly going to remind you of who you are, those people who are going to support you and encourage you and inspire you, they are going to motivate you. Because every day, not every single day now, are you going to feel motivated. But if you got somebody in your corner who you can like, hey girl, I need a word today. I'm not feeling it today. She's like, come on, let's go. Come on, you ain't finna sit down. We got work to do. Come on, let's go. Let's get in the lab. We got work to do. Turn that TV off. Get up out that living room. Get in that office and start doing your work. You have to have people like that to speak into you. You have to have people like that who are constantly encouraging you. Okay? So really quickly, recap. What are we going to do? You are going to overcome fear. You're going to overcome fear. Adopt a growth mindset. You're going to turn that loss into a learning opportunity. Number two, you are going to reframe that fear. Start speaking positively over yourself. No more negative self-talk. You are constantly speaking life and reminding yourself of who you are, fearfully and wonderfully made. Come on now. That's you. I am bold. I am courageous. I can do all things. Hey, that's you. That's who you are. And then thirdly, we're going to make sure you in the right with the right people. You're going to make sure you are around the right people. All right? That is a recipe for overcoming fear. All right. Hey, y'all, I'm Dr. Tam. I am your empowerment coach. Thank you for jumping in here this evening. Hey, listen, if you are looking for a community right now, if you are looking for a group of Christian women who are overcoming their fears, who are actually living out their purpose and doing what they're supposed to be doing what they've actually been created to do, listen, I want you to click that link down below. Click the link down below and you and I are going to have a conversation. I'm going to tell you more about our coaching programs that's going to actually help you to overcome that fear. And I'm going to tell you about that community that's going to help to sustain you and keep you motivated, empowered, and encouraged. I can't wait to talk to you. All right. Hey, I'm going to get out of here. I told you I was not going to be before you long. Cha-Cha, thank you for jumping in here with me this evening. If you are catching this on the replay, if this is fire, if you are going to run with this, because I'm telling you, they are simple things, y'all, but they are game changers. I promise you, they are game changers. Growth mindset. A growth mindset. Turn that loss into a learn. Okay? Reframe the negativity. Speak positively over yourself. And then make sure you are in the right community. Make sure you are no bad apples. No bad apples. Look, this is our fourth quarter. We don't have time to waste. We got work to do. We're not hanging out with the bad apples. You're going to get around people who are going to encourage you, who are going to motivate you and inspire you. All right? Listen, that's my timer going off. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. I will talk to you next time. I'll see you next time. Have a good evening.